Hello, hello. Welcome back to She's a Busy Girl. I'm Stephanie, and I will not have a hybrid project video tonight. In fact, I will probably rarely post videos on Monday nights, and I'll kind of tell you why. Because Monday nights is the big sale night for Patty Ling and Michelle Scott, and I really, really don't like to miss that. So unless I plan ahead, and we all know how I am about planning, I probably won't have videos like the big videos posted on Mondays. But I did want to stop in and show you guys kind of what I've been working on. I'm taking my collage to kind of the next level. The more I do it, the better I feel like I get at it. I don't know. I guess that's all personal opinion. And I've been trying a couple of things. So I saw those little cluster doohickeys, and I can't remember who it is that makes them or kind of thought of them, made them up. But I wanted to give them a shot. And so I put this little guide together just sort of on a whim. I just used some cardstock there to back it, a little ticket and a little piece of ephemera and some lace here and another piece of trim here, a little die cut fabric flower and a vintage button. So I was pretty happy with how that came out. For my first try anyway, right? So been kind of playing around with those little guys. And then I've continued to play around with doing some digital collage. And these are some tags that these are 6" by 3" tags that I created kind of doing my digital collage, and then adding like little pieces of paper. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but I did like right here, this lighter piece right here, and then this piece kind of behind the flower. I did rip up a bunch of pieces of paper. So some coffee dyed paper, some coffee dyed writing paper, some coffee dyed ledger paper. I ripped it into little pieces, and then I scanned each one of those little pieces, removed the background, and I am trying to kind of use those within these collages. But I really like how it looks when you add other stuff too. So I think, whose label is that? I don't, that's either Roxy Creations or, Tracy Fox, but I'm not sure which one. And then a little piece of coffee dyed paper here. I did coffee dyed paper on the back of the tag, and then some silk ribbon from Color Burst Silk on Etsy. So gorgeous. So there's that one. And then I did this birdie one too with a little piece of Graphics Fairy label here. And that one's just backed with coffee dyed paper and a little fussy cut. And then this guy, oh yeah, this was one of the collages. See, like there's one of the pieces of ledger paper that I ripped up. A little bit of Graphics Fairy label there. This, I think, is one of my new loves. I've sort of fallen in love with antique papery. So yeah, that's a piece of antique papery, and oh my gosh, gorgeous stuff in that shop. And it's like $1 to $2.50. So not a huge investment to get some beautiful, beautiful pieces to use. And then I did coffee dyed paper on the back here, a little bit more collage with that gorgeous paper and a fussy cut. And then here's the last one, little fern and a moth, and some labels and coffee dyed paper, and then coffee dyed paper again on the back with a fussy cut toadstool and more of that gorgeous silk ribbon. I love it. And then I put together a couple of journaling cards. I don't know how I feel about this one. I just sort of put it together on a whim because I had these little images in a package that I bought on Etsy. I think from Digital Curio. That's a cool one to buy images to sort of do this yourself. And so just added some coffee dyed paper, a little bit of a label, some coffee dyed paper on the back, a little bit of lace, and a fussy cut. So there is that one. And then here is another one that I added a couple little pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera to, and little pieces here and there. And I backed this with vintage ledger paper and just inked it up and added a little tab to it. And then I got to messing around with junk mail because Rachel at Roxy Creations, you gotta watch this woman. She is so inspiring. If you have any inclination at all to do collage in any way, shape, or form. I got to watching her, and she was kind of dressing up some junk mail a ways back. And so I went through all of my husband's stuff and got out all these fantastic window envelopes and everything else. And this is just junk mail. This is just stuff he gets on a regular basis. Like, here's like a equipment auction in Bozeman, Montana. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. I'll do something with that. And then just these envelopes with all sorts of advertising and garbage in them. So I just started kind of cutting them up and doing some little collage pockets with these envelopes. This one is a little pocket. It's half of an envelope, the half that the window wasn't on. And so, again, here's that antique papery paper. Absolutely gorgeous. Little bit of a label, some book pages, and then I tried doing one of those little cluster collages, again, down there. And then here's the other half of that with the window on it. So that's like a window pocket, and then antique papery, and then I fussy cut a butterfly out of the antique papery paper, and a little bit of a label there. So I kind of like the way that one came out. And then there was this big, huge window envelope that I decided to cut in half. And again, the antique papery papers, fussy cut a butterfly out, and then I just left it kind of blank on the back side because I figured I'm going to glue it into a journal, I think. It's kind of big to do this way, so it might go this way. And then the opening can go here. And lastly, here is one other big window pocket. And again, more of that antique papery. It's gorgeous, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous. But I have to tell you that I purchased and downloaded some collage sheets like this from my porch prints last night too. And they are stunning as well. So, what I'm going to do when I upload this video, I won't have anything in there as far as like links in the description bar, but I am going to add these links in the description below the video for Antique Paperies Etsy shop and for my porch prints Etsy shop. And yeah, because I mean, they're gorgeous, gorgeous papers. Absolutely beautiful. So, and I am having a fantastic time just playing with this stuff. It's just so much fun. I'm loving it. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to when we have not been working on our book here. Now, I have made some progress on this, and we will come back tomorrow to work on the junk journal insert and the little booklets that go inside our tiny little envelopes. So I will put this aside until then. Thanks, guys, so much for taking a few minutes to hang out with me today. I've enjoyed it. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Y'all have a great Monday. Take care.